and gentlemen, today's topic is something that not only hits close to home, but you will see exactly why it drives me insane. Let's take a look. Fargo shooter who killed a police officer used binary trigger device had a stockpile of weapons at home. I'm not going to say any names of the victims because I feel like it's disrespectful to the families. I'm also not going to say the name of the individual who committed these heinous crimes because if you're looking for attention or clout, you're not going to get on my channel. Sorry. Hurting others is not the way to make a name in this world. The man police say shot and killed a Fargo police officer and shot two other officers, and another person used a binary trigger device that allowed him to fire his weapon rapidly during the attack on July 14th. If you pay attention very closely, they're going to use this binary trigger, blame the binary trigger like they blame firearms. Now, just pay attention and bear with me. The Attorney General said at a Friday news conference that the suspect, a 37-year-old male, I will not say his name, launched the attack after observing officers investigating a routine traffic accident. The individual who committed these crimes and was later shot and killed by another police officer during the incident was not involved in the traffic accident. So he's just watching police officers do their job, and he wasn't even involved. Investigators found a stockpile of weapons, ammunition, and parts to make explosives at this individual's house. They also found that he had searched the internet for such terms as explosive ammo, kill fast, and mass shooting events, in addition to information about the downtown Fargo street fair. So this individual was clearly up to no good and wanted to harm others, just by the things they've seen, the things they found, and the things that he had searched. Now, you gotta pay attention to this part. The binary trigger device that allowed this individual to fire his double magazine long rifle very rapidly, according to the Attorney General. The attack was all made possible because of what is known as a binary trigger, he said. Everything you hit twice because you got the binary trigger. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to explain to you how a binary trigger works. Now, a binary trigger, when you pull the trigger, you release a round. When you release the trigger, you release a round. So it's not entirely true that everything you hit twice, because just because you pulled the trigger and released the trigger does not mean your muzzle is pointed at the same place. So anyways, that's not entirely true, but that's not really the point. The point here is that he's saying it's all made possible because of a binary trigger. No, it's all made possible because this individual wanted to harm others. It doesn't matter what equipment you use. If you want to harm others, you can harm others. Sorry. But a 23-year-old officer did not make it home after this. There were also two officers that sustained gunshot wounds and a 25-year-old woman who was also shot during this incident. Now, this right here is important, and I will say this individual's name because he eliminated a threat. So the individual who committed these crimes was shot by an officer, Zachary Robinson, during this incident. The individual who committed these crimes was transported to a hospital and later died of his injuries, but I don't feel like that's what's important. The important part is that Zachary Robinson here eliminated a threat. Ladies and gentlemen, if we're going to draw so much attention to one thing out of this entire tragedy that happened, I feel like it should be that Zachary Robinson saved lives. I feel like that's exactly what we should talk about here, because honestly, I haven't heard much about this story at all. I had to dig pretty deep to find this story. Let me tell you why, because all that popped up was binary trigger, binary trigger, binary trigger, binary trigger. Why are we putting so much emphasis on the items and the tools and the equipment that are being used and not the individuals and the crimes themselves? Ladies and gentlemen, that's something that drives me absolutely insane. I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. To me, Zachary Robinson's a hero, and I feel like he should get the respect that he deserves. And I feel like the individual who committed these crimes, that's just something that you need to accept, that person hurt these individuals and not the binary trigger. That's just my personal opinion. But anyways, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Hit that like and subscribe button, and please have a fantastic day.